Hi, so today we're going to look at a Maths Level 2 non-calculator test paper. This will be a 40-minute test which consists of 7 questions and 17 marks. You're not allowed to use a calculator at all in this test. Marks will be awarded for showing you working out. So let's look at the questions. So question 1. In a multi-pack of biscuits there are 12 custard creams, 12 bourbons, 14 shortbread and 15 digestives. What fraction of the biscuits are custard creams? So to work this out we first need to get a total. So 12 plus 12 plus 14 plus 15. That's 9, 11, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 53. And we're asking how many are custard creams. So out of those 53 there are 12. So your answer is 12 over 53. You can't change that fraction and make it any smaller. So your answer is 12 over 53. So it's 12 out of 53 is the fraction. So question 2. Calculate 6/3 minus 8 divided by 2. So for this you need something called BODMAS, which is the mathematical route that you take to do a calculation like this. Ignore the B and the O because that's to do with putting things in brackets. But what we do need to look at is this part. So we've got divide, multiply, add, subtract. That's the order that you do a calculation like this. So the first bit we do is the divide part. We've got a divide here. So this is the first bit of the calculation that we do, which is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So now we're going to have 6 cubed minus 4. And then we can work out that. So 6 cubed, so 6 times 6 is 36. Times that by 6 again is 216. So 216 minus 4, that's the 6 cubed, which is 216. So the answer is 212. So we have to get that calculation right. If we did 6 cubed minus 8 and then divided that whole calculation by 2, we'd have a much different result. So the answer is 212, and if you follow this route, this DMAS, and make sure the calculation is done in that order, any calculation you see like this should be done that way. Question 3. Calculate the median and mode of this set of weights. So median is the middle number. So we need to put them all in order. So let's have a look. So we've got 9, 12, 27, 28, 42, 51 twice, 84 and 90. Okay, so that's all the numbers in order. So to get the middle one, we can just go from the outside till we get to the middle one. So the medium is 42. Now the mode is the most common number. Okay, now as we've seen, because we wrote them down here, we have two 51s. It's the only number we've got more than one of. So the mode is 51. Question 4. You volunteer for a charity that provides clothing. You're sending a shipment. 1/6 of the items are jackets, 2/5 of the items are trousers, and the remainder are tops. What fraction of the items are tops? So we've got 1/6 of jackets. We've got 2/5 of trousers. So what we want to do is work out a fraction that will put these two together. Now the easiest way is to find a common number between these two. Now 6 times 5 is 30, so let's use that. That's an easy one. So if we put 30 at the bottom of these, now to get that to 30 we've had to times it by 5. So we also need to times that by 5. And to get that to 30, we've timed it by 6. So we also need to times that by 6. So add those together, we've got 17 over 30. So these two items here are 17 over 30. That's the fraction of those. The final fraction then is obviously going to be a whole one minus 17. So 30 minus 17, which is 13. And then we put it back as the fraction, so it's 13 over 30. So the answer is 13 over 30. Okay. So question 5. You're sending another shipment containing 200 pairs of shoes. There's an equal number of men's, women's, boys and girls' shoes. So men's, women's, boys and girls. So we divide that equally. We can work that out pretty easily. That's 50 of each. For each one, there are 3 different sizes: small, medium and large, and a ratio of 2 to 2 to 1. Okay, you pick one pair of shoes out of the shipment at random for a quality check. What's the probability that the pair you pick out is a small girl's pair? Okay, so out of that 200, so we want something out of 200 is basically what we're looking at. So to pick, first of all, we need to work out what each of these values are. So 2 to 2 to 1 from 50. So that's, add those together, that equals 5. So 5s into 50 go 10. So 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 10 again is 20, and that is 10. So the ratio from your 50 pairs that we've got up here, 20 are small, 20 are medium, and 10 are large. So to get a small girl's pair, it's going to be 20. So it's going to be 20 over 200. And then what we can do is change that fraction down as much as we possibly can to get 1 over 10. Or it will be accepted if you just put 20 over 200, because you've done the calculation, you've worked out that there are going to be 50 girls. Out of those 50, to get a small is going to be 20. So your probability is 20 out of 200. So if you left it like that, that would still be an acceptable answer. So just to finish off, over 10. Okay. So question 6. You're creating an advert for a billboard on the side of a building. Below is the diagram of the space you have available on the building. What's the total area of space? Okay, so what we need to do then is break this up. So let's draw a line down there and do that big box there, which is 4 meters we've got by 7.5. So 4 by 7.5 is 30. Okay, so that one is all done. Next we can break this up, so we can do this bit here, which is 3. We know that's 4 up to there, so that must be 2. So 3 by 2 is 6. Now we need to work out this bit here. So this is half of this. So we've got 3 here, and that's 7.5 for the total. So we know that's going to be 4.5 times 2 is 9. So then we add all of those up, is 45. But this one is actually only half of that. So we need to take off half of that, which is 4.5. So we're left with 40.5. So your answer is 40.5 meters. Okay. Question 7. The company selling the billboard is offering a discount. The regular price of the billboard is £620. They are offering a discount of 12.5% from the regular price. What's the new monthly cost? Now with a figure like 12.5%, you could think quite logically in the fact that that's half of 25%, And 25% is quite easy to work out because it's just a quarter. If you were more logically minded, you could work that out that way. So you could say 620 divided by 4 is 155. So 25% is 155. Divide that again by 2 because we want half of it again. 7. So 77.5. So 12.5% is 77.5. So what we want to do now is take that off the original figure because it's a discount off the regular price, as it states here. So take that off. £542.50, and that's the discount. £542.50. So we've worked out a quarter of 620. Halve that again to get the 12.5%. The other way you could do it is you could look at 620, work out 1%, and then times that by 12.5. So 1%, we go back 1, back again. 1% is 6.2. Times that by, let's times it by 12 initially. Is 74.4, and then we add another 3.1 onto that. Is 77.5. So there's two different ways of working out to get the 77.5. Then you just take that off because we know it's a discount off that original 620. And that's the end of the exam.